Now moving on to India's oil trade with Russia. It's back in focus after fresh remarks from Moscow and renewed debate in New Delhi over energy security following India's trade deal with the US, where Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov has accused the United States of attempting to block India and other countries from purchasing Russian crude. In an interview, Lavrov alleged that Washington is using sanctions, tariffs, and what he described as coercive economic measures to limit access to what he termed affordable Russian energy. Lavrov's remarks come soon after India and the US announced a trade deal, with the White House claiming India is halting its Russian energy imports. However, New Delhi maintains that its energy decisions are guided strictly by national interest. The Indian Foreign Ministry says that adequate availability, fair pricing and reliability of supply remain the key drivers of India's energy policy. It added that safeguarding Indian consumers is the government's top priority.
Our foremost priority is to safeguard the interests of Indian consumers insofar as energy is concerned, to ensure that they receive adequate energy at the right price and through reliable and secure supplies. And our import policy insofar as energy is concerned is therefore driven entirely by these objectives. Our approach is to maintain multiple sources of supply and diversify them as appropriate to ensure stability. Therefore, I would say that the more diversified we are in this area, the more secure we are.
The Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government is attempting to bring consensus in the Parliament on the issue. Yesterday, the matter was discussed in a meeting of the Standing Committee on External Affairs. The discussions focused on the implementation of the India-U.S. trade deal. Well, this is what the committee chairperson said after the meeting.
We engaged the Foreign Secretary and the Chief Negotiator from the Commerce Ministry fully. They responded in great detail, very comprehensively to our questions and concerns. And as you know, there are rules of confidentiality in the committee. But the most important fact to note is that given what they have told us, we're looking forward to the interim agreement being finalized by the middle of next month. When that comes out, I think some of the questions and doubts that people have may be addressed.
Earlier, on February the 8th, Union Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal clarified that India's oil purchases are commercial decisions and that they're taken by domestic refiners and not dictated by the India-U.S. interim trade agreement.
The buying of crude oil or LNG, LPG from the US is in India's own strategic interests as we diversify our oil sources. But the decisions are taken by the buyers, by the companies themselves. So the trade deal doesn't discuss who will buy what and from where. The trade deal ensures that the pathway to trade is smooth, ensures preferential access.
The Ministry of External Affairs has also underlined that diversification remains central to India's long-term energy security strategy, which focuses on advancing the interests of Indian citizens. So the message from New Delhi remains consistent. The energy security of over 1.4 billion Indians comes first. And its decisions to purchase energy products, including crude oil, will remain flexible, diversified, and aligned with its national interest.
And end quietly. Some deaths are not accidents. They are messages. A gunshot. A crowd. A country frozen. The killer disappears. The questions don't. This is not just about who died. It's about what followed. Governments fell. Armies moved. History rewrote itself. 5 leaders. 5 moments. One pattern. The assassination.